Peace and God bless. Welcome to the Right Mind Podcast, where we make connections through conversations by sharing individual perspectives that allow listeners to hear from different people, including our hosts and special guests. So kick back, get comfortable, and join the conversation. This is the Right Mind Podcast. What's up?
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good night.
And good night. All right, see you guys later. This is the Right Mind Podcast. Catch y'all next time. What's up?
Oh, snap. That was the shortest ever.
That might be the shortest episode we've ever had. I dig it. Yeah, man. What's going on, everybody? Peace and God bless, as always. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We are here. We're also live on Life's TikTok Live. We're trying something. We're just doing stuff. We're just doing
doing it.
That's just what we do.
We're doing the dang thing.
We just do the dang thing. It works. And we just have fun with it. I'm tired of trying to be super strict about stuff. And just oh, it's gotta be like this, it's gotta be like that. Stressing myself out. Cool. I'm cool. So we're having fun. We're enjoying it. I'm gonna just close this for a second. Yeah, man. What's going on? I mean, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Been a couple weeks. How's things?
Yeah,
How's
pretty
life?
good. Pretty good.
How's the life of life?
Pretty good. So our house is gonna, well, it's not closed yet. It's not official on paper, but my neighbor up the street's gonna buy it.
Oh wow. Oh
yeah.
Snap.
So they gave us an offer. We're gonna take it.
Yeah.
So I feel good about that. We don't have to move everything out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just gonna take the stuff that we're gonna take. You know what I mean? And then they just said, hey, we'll just get rid of the rest of this, whatever we have, they'll just do it. You know what I mean? So we're grateful for that. And they're great people.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. And you don't have to do it instantly either, because I know there's still some time between, I'm assuming, unless things have changed since the last time that we talked.
Yeah.
Between when you're leaving and now.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I don't know. You got a little error message up there.
Error.
Make sure you're good. I don't know what's going on. Unless somebody's commenting.
Mara invites you to co-host with one other creator.
Oh.
All right, let's bring him in.
Let's see what happens.
What? Oh, what the heck? What is this?
Yeah, so they're gonna be in it. So word. Okay. Life is live.
Is this something random?
It might be a rando, so you might want to watch out. This is gonna be an interesting episode, ladies and gentlemen, because Life is navigating his live, and he's got to kick people off of his live because he doesn't know who they are. But that's cool. Yeah, man. I'm super excited for you. Obviously, I don't want you to go, but life is gonna life, right?
I finally feel good about wearing a Red Sox hat too, because they've been on a run. Have you seen?
Yeah, dude.
15 in a row.
Win after win after win after win. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. Because they had a rough start. They had a rough start to the season.
Dude, they had the worst record.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Bam, just win. I'm like, all right, let's keep this going. Might be...
I haven't watched baseball in a while, but I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. I might get to go to a game the 9th, September 9th. I might be able to.
Yeah.
We'll see. Which actually that's a Wednesday, so we'll see. But yeah, like I said, definitely be a bummer, obviously, you leaving, but obviously you're doing what's best for you, and it's an opportunity, you know what I mean? Like we were talking off air, change can stink sometimes, but it's normal, and it's just on how you approach it. You can either take it and treat it negatively, or you could take it and, like I said, make it an opportunity and just go from there.
You just never know what's gonna happen unless you actually do it. You actually go out there and make the change for yourself. And if you happen to not like it, give it at least a couple of years or something like that, and just go from there. Yeah. You can always move back or move somewhere else. Right. But I mean, it's just feels good to be closer to the better side of the family. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I have some good people here, but it's just time for a new chapter.
Yeah,
and, I've been a part of this podcast for about 5 years now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and it's been a blessing to chop it up every single week and make a difference in other people's lives, as you've made our lives better as well.
I hope so. Yeah. I can definitely understand the whole well, not the whole, but I can definitely understand, like, especially like being around family.
Yeah.
I think that's so important. You know, again, not trying to compare situations, but you know, I just look at, you know, my family is scattered everywhere. I'm sure they've heard me say this a million times, but my family being scattered, and when I first met them, I was like, I got to make like every chance to get out there,
Yeah.
like go to Texas, go to Washington, go to Memphis, like trying to make sure that I am just creating opportunities, creating memories and stuff like that. And you know, I've even thought about moving to Texas just to be closer to them because I've spent most of my life not being around them. So it's like, well, why don't I spend another good portion of my life actually being with them?
Right.
You know, building those memories, building that family, keeping that family close.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. I totally get it. Totally understand it. Totally respect it. If I could and I had the means, I would, you know, I would do it. But
I might try to pull people out there like, hey, you know, it's nice right here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Weather wise too, and like it comes down to like cost of living as well.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Massachusetts is terrible, as we know. It's terrible.
Dude, rent is mortgage right now.
yeah.
You might as well be paying mortgage. You know what I mean?
Wild.
Or at least like rent a house.
Yeah, literally. So it's like, yeah, that's like the hard part. It's like you have so many connections. I even think of this like for myself too. It's like you have like the connections, you have, you know, people that you know out here, but it's like to live out here, it's just like just doesn't seem feasible at times.
Right.
Just like it seems so unrealistic, or you have to really jump through a lot of different hoops in order to just survive that you didn't have to before.
Right.
You know, like before, like we could work a regular 9 to 5 and afford a $1,500 a month apartment.
Oh yeah.
Now that apartment's like $2,400 a month.
Like it used to be 1,500. You used to be able to get like something good for 1,500, and like people were paying like $800-900. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like
I could do that now, but
right, and like you can't even get in a lot of places. You can't even get a studio for 1,500.
Yeah,
and it's like what? Studios used to be the 900, 850 ballpark, like just you by yourself, just chilling in one room.
Yeah,
cool, got it. Now it's like 1,800. One bedroom
2,000.
Like, yeah, one bedroom's like 2,200, 25. 3 bedroom if you're lucky.
Yeah,
$3K. It's like it's $1,000 per room now. Like where is the increase coming from? It's
dude,
just...
in Boston, like I would like I was watching the news one day, and like there was like a young person, like they asked her like how much she paid for rent and stuff like that. Like she lives with like, you know, 5 other roommates or something like that. So like for her it's not too bad, but I mean it comes out to like 5,000
for the whole thing.
For the whole thing.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like unless you can like muster up either a bunch of people, or you have, or I should just say, multiple sources of income to be able to just kind of sustain all of that. It's like you're kind of just up a creek without a paddle. Like, it's not gonna happen. So it's like, where do we go? Like, how do we, at least in this area, how do we make this work? Like, I forget who I was talking to, driving by houses on my way to work, like mansions, huge, beautiful houses, massive. And I'm like, what do you guys do for work? Yeah. How are you able to afford these things? Because
a lot of them are probably like in real estate, or, you know, investors, or, you know, some like owning their own businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah, or just, you know, they've had the house for years or something, and maybe I'm just looking at it from the perspective of it being remodeled. You know, maybe they did the siding or whatever, so it looks brand new, but they probably had it for years.
Right.
So, you know, they probably bought it when it was 300,000, 400,000 at the time, which was expensive
a while ago,
and now it's like $2 million.
Right.
Okay.
And like if you like in Mass, like, or like just like anywhere, if you've like purchased your house a while ago, you know, your mortgage rate is gonna go down, right? So it's like already low. So like those people are doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're just chilling, and you know they're still within the same mortgage rate that they had before, and it's like, you know, we're all chasing 2,200, and they're like, yeah, I still pay like 1,200 a month. You're like, I can't compete. Can't compete. But yeah, man. So yeah, Get out of here where you can get a place that you
Right.
actually afford.
Well, I mean, my parents have had the house down there for 15 years. You know,
Oh, okay.
my
So
dad's
they've
getting older, so I mean, like
sure.
him and I talked about it, and like, you know, eventually everything would go in my name,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, we would open a trust fund. So like,
Sure.
the money from this house, I'm sure, will go in the trust fund, and
Yeah, yeah.
you know, when he's deceased, like it's horrible to think about, but I mean,
Of
you got to
course.
be ready for the future.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like, you know, I would have to close his bank accounts, and then it would go in like, you know, I would have that too. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So and like he pays like half of what he pays here.
Oh,
You know what
jeez.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
property tax, I think probably like around 3K something like that. I could be wrong.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
like, yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's important, and um, it's just funny how conversations work, right? Because like my mom did the same thing too, and I say that because I want people to like really recognize this stuff, because this is something I'm kind of slacking on as well too. Is like even at our age, and even younger, like you should have a will. Like I don't have a will, but like my mom, she went. This was like I don't know, even probably like 10 years ago. Went got her will redone, got everything put in my name, you know, did this, that, and the third to like make sure all her affairs were in order. And
Yeah.
me, I'm like low key freaking out, like, is something wrong? Like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah.
And it was just, I'm just trying to make sure because this way you have less of a headache when the time does come. Life is just gonna be life. It's just
Hi. Just kidding.
per the course, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, I say this very loosely. This is going to sound dark. Like, you know, obviously I pray that she goes before I do because I would, you know, I would hate for any mother to have to bury their child. Like,
Yeah.
that's such a terrible thing to have to face.
And like the child has to know what to expect, so that way they're not stuck with like with you know everything that was left behind. Is like you know what now? Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's nothing in order.
Yeah. 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 Because, like, that's, I mean, granted, everything is in order, but, like, that's still kind of my, I don't want to say fear, but just like when the time comes, like, I've never had to deal with anything like this. Like, if there was like a death in the family, like she would take care of it or that side of the family would take care of it. Like I don't know the process. Like I don't know how to contact the morgue or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm like it's gonna happen and I'm just gonna be like I don't know what to do. Like
Right.
I don't know what to do. Like all the material stuff will be kind of in order and I'll still have to ask people like how do I get this? How do I deal with this? Granted, I know people so that'll help.
Yeah.
I know people that deal with stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not too worried about that, but it's just like, it's just going to be weird when that time comes.
Yeah.
You know, sad to say, but again, life is life.
Such is life.
Such
Absolutely.
is life. But to the people, like, I think it's so important that you do take the time to get those things in order because tomorrow is not promised. It's just a fact. Things happen and you know, just what better way to just set up people for the best, you know, for the unseen, unforeseen circumstances that life can just throw at us,
Right.
you know. It's a difficult conversation for sure. It's like, hey, don't mind me. I'm just gonna get all my affairs in order in case I die tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
like obviously not the easiest conversation to try to have, but it's life.
It is what it is, right? And like, there's no perfect time. There's no good time to like have that conversation. I'm sure
Right.
it's you know just as weird for you know the parents as it is for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So like, you know, even if you're 22 years old,
And
like,
everybody goes through it.
yeah, everybody goes through all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're 22, 25, get a will put in place.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you've got a spouse, a girlfriend, or, you know, whatever kind of you have people in your life that you'll be able to either pass things down to your children, whatever it may be, like, just make it easier on people. Make sure your affairs are in order and just taken care of. Again, I know it sounds dark and gruesome and just bleak, but
yeah,
it's not a bad thing to do,
right?
you know. So I think you got it went away. I think you had another invite.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it went away.
But
I'm not gonna
away.
accept it.
Like,
I didn't know what it was. I thought someone was like coming in to like join my live. You know what I mean? Which they did, but I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. This is my first time on TikTok Live.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What is up, everybody? This is the Right Mind Podcast.
That's us. All right, cool. So, yeah, cool way to start this conversation. But again, I think it's just important. Just make sure everything is good, everything is in order.
Yeah.
With our lives, it just makes things easier.
Right.
You know, for when those, because, yeah, let's continue down for a second. Like, it's already a difficult time.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to be like dark and dreary on this podcast, but it's already going to be a tough and difficult time. Like your emotions are going to be everywhere, thoughts are going to be everywhere. So it's like, why not make a difficult time as easy as possible?
Exactly.
Within reason. It's still going to, you know, it's still going to be the tears. It's still going to be tough. I'm not going to judge people's response to death or loss or whatever. But again, let's just try to make that process a little easier.
Right. Yep.
Because that stuff's a headache. Like I can hear my coworker, not to put her business out there, but a family member is sick. Situations are difficult, and like, you know, you could just hear the back and forth of like, we got to do this and get this set up and this and that and the third, and this wasn't taken care of, and not like of her own fault. It's a whole other situation, but just saying, like, I can hear the stress. I can hear the franticness that is in that, in knowing what is coming, and just being like, we got to get it done. Like, we got to do this. And it's like, let's just make it easy.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. But anyways, all right, let's get into this. So we got a little topic for today. It was not about death and preparing for death, but really important, goes right into finance, and just you're kind of just being smart with all of that stuff, making sure your assets are where they need to be. This way somebody else doesn't get them. You can, you know, pass it off to your family and, you know, do it that way. But I came across this topic and I thought it was really cool just because it's really focused on, I think, I'm not a huge fan of social media as it is, but I know as creatives, it's just something that we have to rely on nowadays, especially life being on live right now. So
you just got to use it the right way. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
There's a lot of, I mean, you just got to be like selective on like what you consume. You know what I mean? It's not going to go away anytime soon. You know what I mean? So if you're promoting like your business and stuff like that, like just, you know, put out the stuff that you want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Follow the people, follow the things that you want to see.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I mean? I think.
Be authentic.
Yeah. Well, I think some people, I know back in the day, I remember when I first like really started pushing music, the team that I was working with at the time, we were talking about social media, and this was like back when Instagram was kind of still Instagram. It was just posting photos and but Instagram was still kind of the afterthought, and Facebook was still kind of the main thing. So you had your music page, and what everybody was saying was like, yo, you have to go and follow everybody.
Just mass follow. Yeah.
Just mass follow everybody.
That's how it was on Twitter too.
Twitter. Yeah. So it was Facebook, and then Twitter was kind of the two at the time. And it was like, you just go in and you just follow everybody. And then like you follow Life, and then you go into Life's friends list and you follow everyone that Life follows.
Yeah.
And then you continuously go down the list, and it was just like, all of a sudden you're following like 20,000 people.
Right.
I'm exaggerating, but you're following 20,000 people, and then, you know, in the hopes that they'll follow you back.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you know, the likelihood of them following you back is probably pretty high. So that'll gain your traction and gain the attention of your page, and hopefully gain a follower of your music. And it was just like, man, like,
I just feel like they were playing with us the whole time. Like,
yeah.
Let's tell everybody this thing. Let's see if let's see who does it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, it's kind of cool, and then we'll put all this other BS in place and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably the social media at the time, just trying to boost like participation, if you will, like the more numbers that people are seeing that are following each other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, people are active, people are coming to Twitter, people are coming to Facebook, they're using our platform. Like, great, perfect, cool. But it's like, then I remember going through my timeline and I'm like, I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Now I have 20,000 profiles that I'm filtering through that are coming on my timeline.
Yeah.
That mean nothing to me, but they're there now because I went and followed 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't care about this. I don't care. So I literally, like, finally, I mean, this was like years later, finally just went through and was like, don't know you, delete, unfollow. And it's like, it probably screwed up my algorithm, but I was like, I don't care, respectfully, like, people's lives are people's lives.
Right.
But like, your stuff doesn't interest me, and that's okay. Just like my stuff may not interest you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm like following people that just, or it's like people that I just don't want to see your stuff.
Right. I mean, yeah, the numbers go up, but yeah, I'd much rather see like the stuff that I want to see the things that I actually want to follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, things that motivate me, artists that I'm inspired by, art, sports. You know what I mean? Like the highlights, all those. Especially now you can get highlights right from Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I want to see those. Those things that truly are interests of mine. Like, I don't need to see who's on the red carpet. Like, I could care less. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to follow TMZ just because and see all the crap that they post. Like,
Yeah.
it's just gonna drive me crazy. Like, I don't care. So
Gucci Mane got arrested again. Like,
yeah. It's like, oh, okay, big shocker there, but
right.
So I was like, if you look at my followers list, like, and I've kind of followed too with other artists too. I'm like, I'm just gonna follow people that, like, I genuinely just want to see.
Yeah.
Family, people that inspire me.
Yep.
Motivational things that are just going to bring me joy.
Some other artists that we're connected with.
Yeah, exactly. People that I want to support, make sure that I like, share all the things. And,
yeah.
And that's it. Like, it's no offense to anybody else. Like,
right.
It's just, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's what brings me joy.
Yeah.
Not that I really scroll that often, but you know what I mean? If I'm going to scroll, I want to see what I want to see.
Right. Yeah.
Which, not to get on a tangent with it, but it's like, I've noticed, and maybe it's because I don't go on as much, but I noticed that my feed is one, it's typically the same, like, 5 people every single time. And again, it could be just because I'm not on it as often, but then it's also one person, then it's ad, then it's person, then it's ad, person, ad,
yeah.
person, ad, person, ad. And I'm like, why are there so many ads?
It's crazy. Like, sometimes I'll just see ad. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. I'm going to start, like...
Then I'll accidentally click on it, like, oh, crap. Let me get out of here.
Yeah. But now they're going to send you, like, 50 more because you clicked on it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he liked it. He clicked on it. So therefore...
It's amazing.
Flood him with every single ad possible for this product.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not looking for a car. Like, don't send me car stuff. I don't care. But yeah, so crazy tangent. But anyways, I feel like social media nowadays it's become a platform. One, obviously, it's more interest based than, let me just share stuff that I've done, right?
Yeah.
And just capture moments and post it for people to look at. But I feel like now it's more of a platform where people are trying to take center stage and say something, but the people on the other side are not listening.
Right.
It's just, a quick double tap, and then we're moving on to the next thing.
Right. They don't actually want to get connected.
Yeah.
I saw somebody on the, like, I think it was Threads or something like that, or or Facebook, but like I forget what he called it, but like he said, like nowadays, like it's not social media, it's something else. I forget what he called it, but
Yeah. I think I saw the same thing, and it was like
yeah,
it's like interest media.
yeah, that's what it was. Interest media.
Yeah, it's what am I interested in? That's what's going to get put into my thing instead of just me life sharing, that he went on backpacking
Yeah,
and camping this past weekend. Like I just want to share it. Like cool, like that's my friend. Like it's filtered so much to just like even if you're following somebody, it filters that.
yeah,
Whereas like if you're just like I'm all about music, if life posts camping, it's not popping up because your number one interest is music. So it's like, even if I'm following you, I'm still not seeing your things
yeah,
because it's not based on what I'm currently interested in.
yeah,
Because I just posted a song on my story. Now it's like, oh, they're into music right now. So like flood them with all music posts.
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, but like I do want to see life's camping trip.
yeah,
I want to see what happened because I wasn't there.
yeah. But because X, Y, Z, and P have like 20 million followers, like that
Yeah.
gets shown first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's still really algorithm based. Yeah.
It just
I don't know how else to explain it. You know what I
no.
mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean? We used to be able to see like only our followers or like only people we follow.
Yeah. Like there used to be, I liked when, like, I hate it now because it like interrupts, it interrupts my timeline. But you're scrolling and then it's suggested follower, your follower, suggested based on the things that you like, suggested follower,
Yeah.
someone that you follow. And it's like, what happened to just leaving that in its own section where it was?
Yeah.
In your settings where people you may know, like keep that somewhere else. Like I want my feed to be what I want to see, not what you think I want to see.
Right.
And that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I go on and it's, again, I use the somewhat context of that I don't really go on that often, but it's like if I want to see something of yours, I gotta scroll for a while because it's usually like NBA, some famous artist, NBA. It filters through all the top tier things, if you will, the most followers, the most things that are gaining the most traction, and it's like I don't just want to see that.
Right.
Like I want to see what Life is doing. I want to see what Crispy is doing. I want to see what these guys are doing so that I can just support, comment, be in time with it. Because sometimes you get posts and it's from 2 days ago, and you're just like, oh well, great. Like
I missed it.
like, I'm not even.
Yeah, people are past that now.
Yeah, like, but it's like I was on 2 days ago, but you didn't show me it. But then you decide to show me it 2 days later.
Yeah,
and then it's like, and then you're like, oh whatever, and then you're just like, okay,
because like it doesn't show it to people unless like people are like interacting with it, at least a couple people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And so my frustration, and I agree with this topic, is it's applicable in the sense of how we interact with each other, especially nowadays, is that so many people are focused on what they're saying and we're not listening to people anymore. I'm grateful and blessed that we have this podcast and we actually do have conversations.
Yeah.
And we talk to each other.
Face to face.
Yeah. Face to face. We listen, we answer, we respond, and it's like people are lacking the social skills because all it is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that has to be heard. And so when people disagree with you, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And it's like, when did me just having an opinion change?
Right.
It could be different.
And it's like, even if you disagree, let's jump in, leave a comment or a DM and let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah, it's that simple. But nowadays it's like you have an opinion because it's all about what I'm saying, and people have to agree because it's my social media, it's my post, and if people disagree, it's a problem.
Right.
and then that's when people are melting down, people are freaking out, all the things, and it's like, but come on, like, there's a much bigger world out there. You should know that you're on social media. You should see how many people are on there. You should recognize
to be social.
yeah, literally. I feel like
I can't stress that enough, man.
Yeah,
like,
go ahead.
no. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. Social media is really not social. Like you said, it's more interest media now.
I just think that there's like too much that pops up now. It like they put like too much in front of us, and like we don't know where to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But luckily, like if you interact with like certain posts enough, the things that you want to see, it keeps popping up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's big cons, but also some pros.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. I noticed that on TikTok. I think I spend a little bit more time on TikTok.
Yeah.
So
same here.
You know, I started watching like certain things, like I watch videos of people are probably gonna hate me or criticize me, whatever. I just think it's funny. Some of it I don't like, I disagree with, but like people that film in public, like technically it's legal as long as you're in like public spaces.
Yeah.
Obviously you can't do it in places that are not public, but it's just exercising your First Amendment right. And not a lot of people do know that. So then these people are going out and they're trying to like educate people. But part of me is like, you're just trying to get responses out of people. Like, yes, you're trying to share that, but you're still trying to get responses out of people.
Yeah.
You know, because people freak out when the camera just suddenly turns on. It's like, why are you filming me? Why are you filming?
Yeah.
Why are you filming? And again, I get it. I see both sides. I get it. Let me exercise my First Amendment. But whatever. So those are always like popping up on my feed and stuff. That and just like funny work stuff, whatever. But it's like, yeah, the more you interact with those things, it's just like I was saying earlier. The more you interact with certain things, those are the interests that I want to see. But then if I start liking something else, those things will start filtering in, and it's like, I just want to see like my friends. Like, I just want to see something new sometimes. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. But back to the point of, again, it affects us socially in person, where we can't even have conversations anymore. People don't know how to have conversations.
Yeah.
They don't know how to turn to people. Like my favorite, drives me crazy, is the people that will cry on camera. They'll have the tripod set up.
Yeah.
And just cry, oh, I can't believe this is happening, whatever. And I'm not here to discredit people's trauma, to the things that they're going through.
Right.
Like if that is genuinely real and in the moment, like, I'm sorry that you're going through that.
Right.
But your first response shouldn't be, where's my tripod? Where's my turn my camera on and film this so that I can post this on social media.
Yeah.
You know?
That's just, I mean, yeah, that's just gonna make like what you're feeling worse. You know what I mean?
How so?
Well, I mean, like, you should be taking time like away from your camera and away from social media if you're going through a tough time, and talk to anybody you can. You know what I mean? Instead of just like filming yourself and then just like getting reactions and like not doing much else about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that was kind of where my headspace was too. Is that you have the opportunity to speak to real life people, just like we did off air when I was talking about things that were happening in my life.
Yeah.
Instead of going to social media and being like, this is happening in my life and this is crazy and I can't believe it and whatever, I'm just going to talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm going to have that conversation, and maybe I could get some insight, because I think what happens too, isn't what I had written down. I think what happens too is that people end up hearing, or the people that comment are the yes people. And sometimes it's like you need the contrarian to come into play in certain scenarios.
Yeah.
Like if you want to, like if someone's genuinely just like upset about a certain situation, moment in their life, and you want to, hey, we're here for you, whatever. But then there's sometimes like those same situations, and they just want people to be like, yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're correct. And so it's like you don't hear the opportunity of, maybe you're wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe what your mindset is wrong. You know, again, it's just like what we were talking off air. How I feel may not be the reality that I'm actually going through. You know what I mean? But by me having the conversation with somebody, especially someone that is outside of that purview, you could be like, Jay, like you're really taking this way out of proportion. Like you're overthinking this like crazy.
Yeah.
Like my wife said the same thing. She was just like, what if this is like not what you think? And I'm like, yeah, no, like, you know, it's the stuff that like I prayed for. It just doesn't look the way that I wanted it to. It's like, but you're still getting what you want, right? It just may not look like what you want. And I'm like, okay, like maybe I am just kind of, I need to see it in a different lens. But with social media, interest based, all the people that are going to see that video are people that are drawn to seeing people upset on camera and are going to respond in support of that clip.
Yeah.
So it's like you're almost getting a false reaction to what you're posting.
Yeah.
In a sense, again, it's very subjective.
Right. Right.
Objective, whatever.
I mean, like, it can go both ways. You know what I mean? Because like that person like might need it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Especially if it's someone who like, you know, on there. You know what I mean? Well, maybe not always like personally, but like someone like you're a fan of.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that comes out when you know that's not how they usually are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
but yeah, it can go both ways.
Ahead, my bad. Yeah, like it's okay to be vulnerable, you know, in those moments. And I always think too, like especially with like the crying videos. Again, I don't think your first reaction should be, "Where's my camera?" I've heard people respond with, you know, like I'm trying to capture the moment to share that, to show other people that other people are going through the same thing that, you know, they may be going through. And I get that, but you could also do that in a testimony video after.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like process your emotions, go through it. And again, also, like I said before, you could be overreacting. Again, people are gonna crush me in the comments if they do.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think. But I'm not here to discredit what people are going through or saying that what they're posting is false. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
But it's not all the time. What I'm saying is process it, understand it, and rationalize it for yourself before. Right? Because I had a kid. I just went away to Orlando for a trip, and I took some teens with me. And long story less long, haha. I should do like a ding, or I should have like a ding or a certain sound or something.
Just to warn y'all when there's a long story coming up.
When Jay says this, right? But I had a kid who was going through a difficult situation, and was getting really frustrated with it, and I gave him some advice, and I'm like, it's okay to feel the way that you feel. I said, take your time, process it, kind of manage it, whatever. And then literally he was like, you know, it was probably like a couple hours later, just because we were doing a bunch of stuff too. And he came up and he was like, hey, like, you know what? I had some time to process it. I sat with it. I thought about it, and I actually feel a lot better than I did before. And like, I was able to like, just get my thoughts, hear what everybody was saying, put it in my brain, and just like construct it in a way that made sense. He's like, I feel so much better. And it's like, imagine that.
Yeah.
You know? And again, for those people that put these videos up, like, again, take your time, process that. It doesn't have to be for social media immediately.
Right.
And again, you could do a testimony video after. Be like, hey guys, like when you have all your thoughts together, hey guys, like I'm having a really tough time. This is what I'm going through. Just want to let you know, like, you know, if you're someone like me that is experiencing insert trauma or moment here, like, you're not alone. Like, let's do this together.
Right. Yeah.
Man, powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, it just doesn't seem genuine to me, when the first thing, when you're in that moment, is camera, insert, and you're crying in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Again, not knocking people's trauma, not trying to knock down what people go through.
Yeah.
It's just the process of it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I've never,
because like I wouldn't want anybody to see that. Like I'm legit breaking down. I don't want anyone to see that. You know what I mean? Like that's a moment to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a me and God moment. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I have a hard enough time, and I know that I need to break out of this of just like ugly crying in church. Like I gotta let that go, because like that could be the move of the Holy Spirit. That could be just God just like hugging me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I can't cry. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's like you're losing that moment. Like that could be a powerful moment, a breakthrough moment for you. Like let it happen. Just let it out and just ugly cry everywhere. But it's like, yeah, like you said, like I don't want to ugly cry in front of everybody. I remember moments ugly crying in front of the mirror and being like, I don't want to look at myself. Like, like, why do I like the Dane Cook? Like, why do I look like, like, I don't want to see what I look like. I know what I look like. I've seen it, and it's literally, I don't even want to look at it, let alone show everybody just the ugly, you know,
right.
You know what I mean? Again, let it be a testimony after, like oh man, like the other day, like I felt the Holy Spirit and just moved me, and it was just powerful, and I just ugly cried everywhere, and it just felt so beautiful. Like that will speak enough, excuse me, to equal out a video of you crying in front of the camera.
A healthy way to do it would be to just like, you know, create something to like convey that feeling, you know what I mean? And like put a story behind it. Like what are you going through? Okay. Like it like a music video or like a painting or just like, you know, a skit of something, you know, talking directly to your audience. Like that's how I've always done it. Like I've written a whole entire album about it. You know what I mean?
Facts. 100%. Like,
and I continue to push that message too, because like, you know, everyone goes through like similar things. You know what I mean? There's certain things that people haven't heard in a long time or have never heard and need to hear that thing or see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again,
turn it into art.
Yeah. If we're posting on social media, everyone is basically a creative now, right? Because we're all trying to find creative ways to post things on social media.
Yeah.
Doing trends, learning that stuff. So it's like, if you're going to post those things, like do it in a creative way, journal it out and then share the journal, do a music video, write music to it, like
write a poem.
You know what I mean? Like gather your thoughts, put it all together, you can still be in the moment and share it in that way, instead of let me just post another video of crying in front of the camera. Yeah. Like you could turn it into something so much more greater.
Right.
That could, and not to say that those videos don't impact people, but I feel like you could impact people more, because one, you're showing people the process of you managing it and handling it. Because when you're just crying, you're not really showing people how you're handling it. You're just crying.
And it's like, where did it come from?
Yeah. You're not showing people how to process through that situation. But if you are creative with it in a way that shows people that process, now you're really showing a testimony of, I went through this thing, it sucked, but this is how I got through it. And so if you're anybody like me, insert trauma here, you can get through it. Here's how I did it. Yeah. Dude, you could have self-help on social media for days if people did it like that. Yeah. It would be like this podcast. It would be like this podcast and the guests that we have sharing their perspectives on social media. Yeah. And just be like all different perspectives on how to handle loss, how to handle losing your job, how to handle stress at work, how to handle rejection in the music industry. Like just everybody like processing it out. Yeah. And then being, instead of, oh, the music industry sucks. Oh, whatever. It's like, but did you try to figure it out? Right. Like, what are you doing to combat that? Right. Instead of just playing the blame game.
Exactly. The best thing I've seen is like, I tap into more like TikTok lives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like the best thing is like when you have like a good community, no matter how big or small it is, like everyone is doing that kind of thing. Like you said, you know what I mean? Oh, telling the creative, like, what if you did this? You know what I mean? Oh, what if you did that? Like, everyone is like coming together to like, you know, figure out like a better way to stay connected.
Yeah.
And to like reach more people with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And like if the creative like wants to do a certain thing, like everyone else is like, yeah, that's great. And I know somebody that, you know, can step in or whatever, you know what I mean? It's that's the best thing that I've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good thing, but the other thing is bad.
Yeah. And that's why I think, like, especially, I think a lot of people, but especially youth nowadays, they're posting so much, hoping to get a response from people, and I mean, social media can be really cruel sometimes.
Yeah.
So you know, they're not getting the responses that they're looking for, or the right number that they're looking for. I've seen it. I've had teens come up to me and be like, "Oh, I posted this video about me going off to college or getting accepted into college. Nobody liked it, but then they liked my friends." And then we wonder why teens and youth and people are dealing with anxiety and depression. It's because their main source of comfort has turned into social media and what people's responses are to what they're posting.
Yeah.
And if they don't get the number of likes that satisfy them, which you'll never really be satisfied. We've said this a million times. You'll never be satisfied because you'll get 100 and you'll want 2. You'll get 2 and then you'll want 5.
Yeah.
And then you'll get 1,000 and you'll want 5,000. Right. So it's like you'll see somebody else posting, you know, as you go up those tiers, you'll see the same people posting the same things that you are, getting higher numbers that you are. And then your motive becomes, instead of just posting the things that you want out of the joy and just the joy of sharing it with other people, it becomes a competition of how can I reach that next landmark of likes and whatever. And it's like, I think you're missing the point, you know. And people are, and then we're like, oh, I don't understand why they're so anxious, why they're depressed. It's like, look at where they're basing the love,
right?
Look where they're basing the feedback and their self-worth on an algorithm,
right?
That is not based on them. It, like we said earlier, it's on the interests. So unless you have your followers that are interested in that moment what it is that you're talking about, good luck.
Yeah.
You know. And it's sad, and it's unfortunate because I don't want to see people like that.
Right.
I want people to just be happy with what they post. Don't compare with what other people are posting or what likes and comments or engagement that they're getting.
Yeah.
And just be happy with what you post. Share it. Like, I remember Tumblr. I don't know if you remember Tumblr.
Oh yeah, I remember Tumblr.
I don't know if it's still around.
I think it is.
Probably.
I mean, like, not many people use it, but it's still up there.
Yeah. But it's like, I would just go on and just post my art. You know, if I did a drawing or whatever, I would just post it there and leave it.
Yeah.
And it's like, the artist will come. Cool. If they don't, whatever. Just keep posting.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't this big competition, and I felt so content. You know, and then I would get like 5 likes. I'm like, oh my gosh, 5 people like my thing.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing this thing, and it was like, oh, people are like mad that they only got 20 likes. It's like, fill this room with 20 people.
Right.
It's going to feel pretty packed. You know, even just this room.
See what that looks like.
You know what I mean? Like just envision that for a second. Like 50 likes. Like 50 people in this room would be crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you'd feel pretty good about yourself. It's like, you know, we talk about shows. It's like, oh man, like, you know, I didn't get 100 likes. You know, I only got 100 likes on that flyer.
Yeah.
It's like, fill this room for a show of 100 people. Yo, we rocking out. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, put things into perspective a little bit.
Right.
You know, so it's like, that's 100 people. 100 people.
Yeah.
That really is a lot of people. But again, we compare and it's like, oh, well, they got 500. It's like, okay, all right. I don't know.
Now you're being redonkulous.
Super redonkulous.
Yeah.
I just like you brought it up earlier. I just want people to use it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And not not care so much.
Right.
You know, I think the people that should care more, and I use that term loosely, are like the actual creatives, the people that are making music, the people that are trying to promote, the people, you know, the businesses per se. And again, music, you know, as an artist, we're a business. The people that are doing that, like, those are the ones that should really care more, because you're obviously trying to sell a product. You're trying to gain traction, like how it used to be.
Right.
Like, if you're the average Joe, like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I would be happy just like the people that I know like it. You know, people in my family like a post.
Yeah.
Cool, great. Like, those are the people that I wanted to see anyways.
Right, yeah.
Now, if I'm making music, obviously, I want a few more people. And I think that would just even keel everything.
For sure.
Even keel everything. It's just...
It would make it all more meaningful. Because, like, the reason why we do get on social media is to, you know, reach the people that aren't, like, within our vicinity.
Mm-hmm. Like, I wonder, as we're talking, right? I don't know how this would look. This is like such a vague perspective, and I don't want to like introduce another piece of social media, but just kind of like a branch, right? You know how you have like Spotify for artists or Apple Podcasts, but then you have Apple Music, right? So you have kind of like a branch of Instagram where it's just like, and I know you have business accounts on Instagram, but that's not the same thing. But it's a branch of Instagram that is just for businesses or creatives. Like, you still got to prove like kind of who you are, whatever. Yeah. And then people can go to specifically follow those businesses. And then the average Joe Schmo, using loosely, that's like regular Instagram.
Yeah.
And then this way, it's like it's like I can go back to just posting about my day and not worry about all the likes and competition, dealing with that. It's like the business people are over here, and that's going to be a whole set of different algorithm, and then everybody else is over here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's probably like great in theory, but like probably won't make sense or work. But it's just like, I feel like it would just be easier.
Right.
You know, just to like have that, like anybody that like, almost anybody that is a business, like you have to be like Instagram certified. And then that puts you in the different bracket, different side of Instagram, where it's like, okay, like all the followers are over here. There you go.
Yeah.
You know, and then that just, I think it would just make things a little easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, you'd have to play it out, and maybe it makes things worse. I don't know. But yeah, it just,
I mean, I think they tried to make it better by like adding like more like communities and like, you know, allowing like people to like make their own broadcast channel and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
oh yeah. I got you. See, I don't even think I've gone on the broadcast channel like once. Like, I saw it and I was just like, oh, it's just like a, and that could be the argument too. It's like, that's another thing that's a part of Instagram.
Yeah.
That I gotta like get used to. So I could see the drawback.
Yeah.
It's because they added broadcast, and I was like, meh, whatever.
Right.
I'll just keep going. And maybe it could be the most advantageous thing for me. I just haven't tapped into it. So there lies that problem.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I don't know. But yeah, just, you know, are we back to those videos? It's like, are we seeking advice, or we just want people to say yes? You know, and I think that at the end of the day, I think that's where social media has come.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I just want people to agree with what I'm saying, regardless if it's wrong. Like, I've seen people put up stuff that I'm like, that is the most ridiculous take on something. Like, you're completely wrong. And they will defend their point till they're blue in the face.
Yeah.
Now I know some of them are just rage bait for the comments.
Oh yeah,
for
like, sure.
Oh, you guys are just annoying.
Yeah.
But there's some people that will literally stand on their own too, with their take, and I'm like, for what? Like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but you just want people to agree with you.
Right.
And when you don't, you get all defensive on your platform.
Like, even when people are trying to be like respectful about it, like
yeah.
You don't have the like kind of maturity to, be able to like carry that on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's funny too, is when that's where I go to the, I don't want to say the dark side of social media, but how cruel social media can be, because there are people, certain videos I do go right for the comments, because you're just like, oh, I can't
for
wait
sure.
to see.
Especially in the Celtics groups. Like,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Those are the best.
It's so bad. Like, as soon as
I just go on there for that now.
Yeah. They could be winning like 10 straight games, but then the minute they lose, it's like Joe Mazzulla is trash. Jason Tatum can't play basketball. They need to just trade this person, and they need to sit this person down. It's like, bro, they lost one game. Relax.
Yeah.
Like, settle down. But yeah, I go, and like people will just like completely bash people. And it's like,
oh, yeah.
you are so much more comfortable trash talking somebody that you don't know behind a keyboard. Like, it puts Twitter fingers to a whole other level.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, like, there are some ballsy people, but I find it like insane the things that people say, if they would actually say it to that person to their face.
Right.
Like, I could probably bet they won't. And I'm just like, that's such a bold thing to say. Like, they go in.
Oh, they 100% won't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like, you notice too, like, and this is weird too. Like, people behind the screen, they'll just go off, and then if you put those same people in the room, they would just be like,
you'd be quiet, be crickets.
Right, exactly.
Be crickets. It was just like when we got hit on, for Cam's the post that we put for Cam, and all the people started chirping up, and I was like, listen, we're an open podcast.
Yeah.
We're here for different perspectives. Y'all want to come on? Let us know.
Right.
We'll do it virtually. How many people signed up?
None.
Exactly. No, not one person. Not one person was like, yeah, like, let's come on. Let's have that conversation. Let's do it. What day? Here's my email. Here's my contact information.
Yeah.
Yo, let's do it.
We'll bring you in.
Yeah. I'm like,
and we'll go live.
yeah. Like, yeah, we'll go live, and this way there's no like, oh, you cut out, it's out of context, you chopped it up, you just painted it to make it look like you were right and I was wrong. Like, but dude, let's go live.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing to hide.
It would be interesting.
It'd be super interesting.
Right, yeah. And I mean, it would turn out well too, like, for us, like, even if we do get someone crazy, like, it's kind of I'm not comparing us to Charlie Kirk, but like, it's that kind of situation, you know what I mean? He was talking to like younger kids that like harshly disagreed with him, but then like he would have a way of like being sincere and genuine, like he actually cared about those people, like the people he was talking about. Right. You know what I mean? I don't agree with his political stance, but I mean, the biblical standpoint of like how he carried his life and stuff like that, and like how he really impacted like young people and just like anybody he talked to, you know what I mean? Like, they could have been like opposite, but like he had a way of just like being respectful, and like those people were just like, huh, okay, like now I get it, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what we tried to create.
Yeah,
and we are creating that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you brought up a good point of like, because you said it, like you're kind of just giving more weight to it of. Like, you're like, I don't agree with like everything that he says. Right. And that's fine. Like, but like, we can still have respect for people. We can still have opportunities where we can just share perspectives, have a conversation. And like we've said all the time, like at the end of it, like, cool. All right. Like, peace out. Like, at the end of it, agree to disagree. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if we can't come to some sort of understanding, like, just let it be. Like, I agree to disagree. Right. Like, we're not going to understand each other's perspectives, right? And that's, again, that's okay. Like, my hope would be that even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you understand where I'm coming from, right? But
and
if
then maybe someday it'll click, be like, huh, I had this conversation 2 years ago, and now I see it. You know what I mean?
yeah, like just let
And like,
this.
and on a broader thing, like on a broader spectrum, like how much better would this country be if everybody was like that,
I'm
or at
saying.
least most people? You know what I mean?
I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just treat each other with respect. Like, again, you don't have to agree on everything. It's just normal. Like, not everybody agrees that pineapple should be on pizza, but like, you don't hear me going up in an uproar on people like, how dare you not like pineapple on pizza?
How
Like,
can you say that?
the world is, like, and I've seen less argumentative things and people go insane on it. And I'm like, okay, like, it's not even worth an argument. But like,
Yeah.
I watch or I listen to Surrounded. I don't know if you've ever seen these. It's really good. So it's one person with one point of view, and then they verse in a debate like 20 people of like the complete opposite view, and people will come up one at a time in a sense, just to put it simply, and the person will have points, and the people will try to argue those points with them. And like all you see is just people talking over each other and just like degrading people instead of like, dude, just give me the facts.
Right.
Like answer the question and come with facts.
Right.
But it's like nowadays we don't know how to handle that. And we resort to, let me just talk down to this person and then that'll make me look good. And it's like we're talking about going fishing and you're talking about playing in the NBA. Like I ask you a question like, I think fishing is one of the greatest things that you could ever do in your life.
Yeah.
And you're like, and then the people will respond with, well, the statistics of playing basketball is like 3%. And it's like, dude, we're talking about fishing.
Yeah.
Like, why is basketball in this conversation? Like, I'm using this very loosely, but I don't want to dive too deep into the topics of what they were talking about. But like, you're not even on point, and it's like we're here to talk about this, and then all of a sudden they just veer completely off, and it's like, but you're not in order to try to prove a point, but it's like we can't even have those conversations because you steer it in a different direction, and or you sit and degrade people and call them stupid because they have a point of view. And it's like, again, like we said before, that may be the only perspective that they know.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell one of the kids, I ended up deleting it, but I was like, if you grow up in a household of a family that is chain smokers, that's all you see in your house. People just ripping butts right after another. All as you grow up. What is, unless you have like some outside support system that is really kind of being the voice in your ear, what is likely to happen? You're gonna be you probably start smoking.
Yeah.
Because that's all you know.
Right. You think it's normal. You know what I mean? You
think
everyone
normal.
just does it.
Like you see it. I know this is such a loose example, but it's so true. And I think people overlook it so much. You look at sports teams, like within families, especially with like college sports, like we only follow Bama, Rolling Tide. You can't like any other team except Rolling Tide.
Yeah.
So it's like you grow up only supporting Rolling Tide.
Yeah.
Tell them to go like another team, go like Texas. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not happening whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all they've known.
Yeah.
That's how they were raised. That's all they were brought up with. So how do you expect them to know how to support another team?
Right.
It's like us being from New England, for the most part. We like Boston teams. We like the Red Sox. We like the Celtics. We like the Pats. Go tell me to go like San Diego Chargers. No, I'm all set. I'm cool. Why? I'm not from San Diego. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I did not grow up with it. I grew up here. I support our local teams. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same concept everywhere.
Yeah.
So when it comes to perspective, it's like, it's all I've lived with.
Right.
If I grew up in a family where parent beat me up all the time, all I'm going to know is abuse. I'm not going to know what love is. So that when love comes around and somebody's like, hey, I really care for you, they can be like, no, you don't.
Right.
I don't care. No, you don't. You're lying. Because my dad told me that he loved me and he beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, different levels, different, and obviously, again, it comes down to choices, but the circumstances are still the same.
Exactly.
And again, the outcome is just based on our choices.
Yeah.
We can see all of these things, but we could also make the choice to not allow it at a certain point. But I digress. I don't know.
Like things are just gonna be like what they are, and it's only gonna be that unless you like expand your horizons and just like explore other things to have you change your perspective.
Just be open to hearing it.
Yeah.
Like we said, you don't have to agree with it, but just be open to hearing another side. It's just like we had Kyle Goldstein on, and we always rant and rave about rapping over your vocals.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but if you're touring and you're doing 15 shows, your voice is going to get sore. So you may have those backing vocals. And I'm like,
especially if he does like huge festivals and like he's like, performing like where people are just like spread out and like, you know what I mean? You're not always close to the stage at that point.
Yeah. And it's like,
I understand, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. So
yeah, he was great. He was like, I disagree with you. I've been watching and I disagree with you. And here's why.
Yeah. And he brought up a good point. I'm like, and again, it could be just situational.
Yeah.
If you're going on tour, but if you're doing a show like once a month, like you could probably just swing just rapping over the beat.
Yeah.
But like for some artists, they're doing multiple tours and they may need that stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, again, I still may not fully agree with you. I think you should still not rap over your vocals.
I think there's just a time and place
sonically, but I have a better understanding of why someone might do that based on this scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, again, kind of in a somewhat agree, disagree, but still like understand. Not even that. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Cool. No harm, no foul. Like, everybody's good. Like,
and like, you may want to try it and, if it works, it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm never going to try rapping over my vocals, but, yeah, you know what I mean? But like, I may incorporate some semblance of it.
Yeah.
I may have
like certain parts of it.
The last 4 bars versus just the one ad lib. You know what I mean? Like I may extend them a little bit longer. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I took something, kind of made it my own, but still kind of sticking with what I believe in.
Yeah.
Cool. Best of both worlds.
Right.
Problem solved. Took something, learned something, accepted a new perspective.
Yeah.
And it made me better as an artist.
Exactly.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Like someone else's perspective could make you better. They could make you better. That's why we do this on this podcast.
Yeah.
Different perspectives. I don't care if you disagree with me. I told one of the kids yesterday, and we'll kind of wrap up, but we were talking about something, and we were talking about forgiveness. And, me, I'm like, you should forgive. And, and respectfully, because I can understand where they're coming from. Like, I can't forgive that person. They did something crazy.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to dive into their personal stuff, but, they did something crazy. I can't forgive them. And I'm sitting there like trying to like explain it, whatever. And I'm like, you would be great for my podcast because you come from a different perspective. It's not because you agree with me. It's because you actually have a different perspective.
Yeah.
And a different stance on it. And I would just love to have a conversation and just allow you to say why.
Right.
I may not agree with you, but allow people to be in the same room, have a completely opposite opinion on something.
Yeah.
And leave and be fine.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, regardless of your stance on it, I'm like, that doesn't change my view of you.
Yeah.
And that's the way that it should be. But as soon as somebody has an opposite opinion of you, it's like, nah, I can't rock with you.
Right.
Why? Unless it's something like,
once again, tell me why.
drastically insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I support killers and murder. Like, okay. Like,
I
really can't.
Man, yeah, we got to get you out of here then.
Yeah, like, I really can't rock with you.
God.
But, you know what I mean? If If it's things that are just not the end of the world, share the, like you said, plant the seed. Maybe they may not understand it or, you know, agree with you in the moment, but it settles in. And then they're like, you know what? They were right.
Yeah.
Or I see what they're saying. Last point. I was watching a video. I won't get into the context because, again, very controversial. But this guy goes around, holds up a sign. A lot of people don't agree with it. And he was having this conversation with this girl, and she was completely against what he was saying. But she allowed him to speak, and she had the conversation. And then, like, the next day, she ended up being out and about, like, around the same spot that he was at again. He was like, oh, my gosh, like, yo, what's up? Like, we had this crazy conversation yesterday. How you doing? Like, how you doing? Oh, I'm great. I'm cool. Like, had a nice, cordial conversation afterwards.
Yeah.
And then she was like, so I thought a lot about what you said. She's like, I've actually had a change of heart. And, like, I actually agree with you. And I was like, you're like,
yeah.
But sometimes that's all it takes is just having a genuine conversation.
Right.
Respectful.
And there's certain things that, like, are going to take more time to sit with you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it happens that way.
Again, like I said earlier, sit down, process the information, because it may actually make sense when you're not in the heat of the moment.
Right.
When you sit down and you rationalize it first, you're like, you know what, they were kind of right.
Yeah.
They kind of made sense. Maybe I did overreact, or maybe I treated that situation way worse than I probably should have.
Right.
Or maybe I should have asked the question or communicated it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then I would have been able
tried to understand. I shouldn't have been worried about, you know, looking like a punk.
Exactly. Exactly. It's that simple. So
the cool thing is, like, we have had a good amount of, like, guests that, like, had a different perspective, and, like, those were the dopest.
Love it.
The dopest episodes.
Love those conversations.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them.
They were great people as a whole. You know.
Exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly. And it's just about creating that space and having that space for people to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, if anybody wants to come on the pod,
thanks for the donut.
Yep. I don't
Donut.
care if you guys have an opposite opinion of us. We want to have that conversation. So I encourage you guys, those that are listening, y'all that are tuning in, hit us up. We want to have, if there's a topic that we have talked about on this podcast that you may have an opposite opinion, or you just want to expand further, let's rock with it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Again, I want to say peace and God bless to everybody. I want to just say thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Krispy. Shout out to the homie. He's not here, but he's been busy with shows, doing his photography thing. Super dope.
Oh, yeah, he's been at it. He's been real busy.
He's been busy.
You know
He's been busy. So shout out to Krispy. Take the rest. Do what you got to do, bro. We'll see you soon, Lord willing. And yeah, man, just thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be on the lookout for just all the episodes. Follow us. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, all the fun places.
TikTok.
Check us out. What's up? But until next time, my name is Jay Faith. We also got...
My name is Life.
You're...
On the rise.
On the rise. And this is the Right Mind Podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. What's up?
This is a new era, bringing it all together. Getting your right mind, we grind, we do it forever. That's the only mission.